So what do I want to do now? We should use some of our activity points and training points, and then after we do that, we should redo a couple of battles for S ranks. This is like the best opportunity to do some auxiliary matches.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Hunger is the true enemy, brother. Weaponing durability loss somewhat reduced. Awakening Gauge feels somewhat faster. That's amazing. Yeah, Ferdinand and Linhardt. Dude, why did I even bother getting those upgrades to make dishes go through better? I think my last, like, 5 dishes have all been nice.
No. Did you really? Oh, you did. This is my absolute favorite. Thank you.
For me? Really? Well, that's very kind of you. Let's eat it together.
Making me so hungry. I've still got an hour and a half left in stream.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
I love that some of the kitchen stuff lets you reduce, what is that? I love that some of the kitchen stuff lets you reduce weapon durability loss, by the way. That's so good. Imperial Territories of Adrestia, Book 2. I am not reading these. If people watching on YouTube want to pause and read them, they're more than welcome to. I just don't want to read it. Normally, I read, like, everything I come across in games like that, but I don't know. There's just something about the stuff in this game that I'm like, oh, yeah, it's neat. Really neat, whatchamacallit, but also, I have so much I have to do. Please, just not nice. Oh, here we go. I don't need perfect, but I'll take great. Perfect, let's go. Deserved.
This is great.
Absolutely deserved. Oh, I'm so hungry.
Hey, my favorite. You sure know how to brighten a guy's day.
Oh, this looks great. I'm gonna demolish this puppy for sure.
Not the puppy. Yo, greatly filling the Awakening Gauge seems like too good to be true, honestly. Yeah, Daphne Stew. This'll work. This will be a good buff. We're gonna end up getting Petra's last support here, but whatever. I think this is the last one we'll cook. And since we've spent time doing cooking and stuff, we're definitely gonna do auxiliary battles.
Yeah.
So many nices.
How did you know this was my favorite? I thank you deeply. This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
Oh, Constance and Happy are in the background. That's neat. All right, really good buffs for this chapter.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Let's see these supports. Just Ferdinand and Linhardt? All right. This should be their first one, right? Oh, it's their only one.
Yes, that looks right.
Why, hello, Linhardt. It is not often I find you drawing outside.
I'm not drawing. I'm simply trying to capture this wyvern's form. See? It's resting on that hill over there.
Ah, an extraordinary sight indeed. Now then, let us see what you have done so far. I must say, it feels as though something is lacking in your work. How can I describe it? Your depiction is almost too accurate. Take these scales, for example. Why, they could have been plucked from the very wyvern itself.
Accidentally just hit my pop filter. Sorry if you heard that. I gotta fix that. There we go.
I told you this isn't art. I'm doing it for my research. And when conducting research, it's always best to have precise references. The same is true when dealing with numbers or gathering information.
I see. So you value accuracy above all else.
Right. Honestly, I've never quite understood art anyway. So I'm perfectly content leaving that sort of thing to the true creatives. You know, the quirky ones. People like Bernadetta.
Even so, there may come a day when your work is seen as the craft of a master artisan, when such precision is lauded as the height of aesthetic genius.
What makes you say that?
Oh, merely a passing thought.
Oh no. Oh my goodness, that sneeze came out of nowhere. I apologize.
Perhaps in the distant future, connoisseurs will value accuracy and attention to detail over the magnificent interpretive pieces we hold dear today.
Do you really think that'll happen, though? I doubt people will ever stop appreciating the ancient classics. You certainly have always done so.
Yes, there is no denying that. But I fear my own personal inclinations hold little sway over public opinion. Nobody knows what trends may arise in the decades and centuries to come. So I can indeed envision a future in which accurate depictions are praised just the same as the greats of old. And I encourage you to do the same, my friend.
I don't get it. How are you so optimistic all the time? It's like you're constantly looking toward the future.
I could say quite the same about you. I have always believed you to be rather forward-thinking.
That's not optimism, though. All I'm thinking forward to is the time when I can just sleep the days away. That's why I'm forcing myself to be as active as I can now.
Regrettably, those halcyon days of slumber are still but a distant dream. I have much work for you, both now and further down the road. To begin with, might I ask you to paint my portrait?
For the last time, I'm a researcher, not an artist. Are you sure you want such a faithful depiction?
That is exactly what I want. How else would my yet unborn descendants know the true visage of the great Ferdinand von Eyre? Indeed, I would be proud to submit myself as a subject of your research. Consider it a study in the personification of nobility itself.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I'm fine drawing you, but I don't have the slightest modicum of interest in actually researching you. Though, I do sometimes wonder where you get all that unabashed confidence from.
Dude, they could have totally split that into two separate supports. I should have just given them a B rank. That was a neat one, though. I do love Ferdinand and Linhardt. I just love the Black Eagles, man. So many great characters. Alright, let me see here. Bernadetta has mastered the Cavalier. So let's take Bernadetta out. Someone else who can get some... Oh, Constance has a lot of supports with Linhardt. Yeah, let's throw her in. Why not? Even though I'm, like, not using her and don't really plan to. Get training.
I apologize in advance for any ridicule you face.
A useful skill.
I need more strength than this.
I'll surely put this to good use.
Nice, nice. Monica. Get to work on Priest. And let's just keep the ball rolling.
You don't need to be shy. It's just a little bit of sparring.
Right. But I will still try my best not to actually hurt you.
Wild Abanion, a useful skill. Isn't that the one where, like, you deal double damage, but you take double damage? I'm not a fan of skills like those.
This'll help me break new boundaries.
Mortal Struggle sounds interesting.
I had this talent hidden away?
Oh, I need to put Astra on... What's her face? Monica.
Whew. Let us take a breather. I'll put this to...
Go ahead and use one more.
I apologize in advance for any ridicule you face.
Alright. No one's up to mastering yet.
I work to grow.
Isn't Aegis an incredibly good skill and also a waifu from Persona 3?
This is...
Even a mule will eventually...
Fimbulvator? What?
There must be...
One step at a time.
Kinship
Time to work. You
raises support points or something, doesn't it? Hold up, before I do this. Convoy. Convoy, and then... Monica. Astra. Perform a series of 5 slashes while moving swiftly. Absolutely. And then I like Fire Sweep. Her having fire just makes sense to me. Alright. And then didn't you get something neat? Mortal Struggle. Oh my goodness, you've learned so much. Temporarily reduces the user's defense to make the stun dodge display with all attacks. Ah, no. No, thank you. I'll pass. Alright. Hubert and Petra. Interesting. Let's see what they're chatting about.
Ah, Petra. Fancy running into you here. How are you acclimating to life in Her Majesty's army? We are constantly traveling all across Fódlan, so I'm sure there is a lot to adjust to.
I find myself being cold often, but the others have shown great kindness in telling me what to expect. I have no troubles.
Marvelous. I want nothing more than for you to fit in and feel comfortable. Know that there is a permanent place for you in this army, if you so desire.
No. I will be returning to Bridget when the war is finished. I am going to be queen. That day is approaching with quickness.
Yes, I am very much aware. And upon your coronation, Bridget will be released from its vassalage to the Empire. Her Majesty and your grandfather have agreed to this in secret.
For having consideration of Bridget's interests, I give Lady Edelgard and Duke Garrett my gratitude.
As I understand it, the Minister of Foreign Affairs pursued this particular policy most vigorously. He has met with far more success, now that Lord Arundel is no longer around to impede him. I might even go so far as to say the Duke looks like a new man.
A new man? No, he is still being the same man.
Well, yes. I suppose you have me there. Regardless, I do hope that you can forgive us. Though we would very much like to make our agreement with Bridget public, doing so now would be most unwise.
I have understanding. The war of 7 years ago still has freshness in the minds of many. You do not want to give them cause for anger when this war has not reached its finish yet.
I'm glad you appreciate the situation, as I was certain you would.
But all in Bridget have knowledge of our agreement. Every man, woman, and child. If it is broken, they will have knowledge of that as well. Blood would be spilling.
Petra? Was that a threat?
Not a threat. A concern. I know I can place trust in the word of the Empire. The Emperor would never be breaking a promise. Would she, Hubert?
I beg your pardon, Queen Petra. Clearly I failed to realize that you had already ascended the throne. Rest assured, our promise will be kept. If Her Majesty and yourself are any example, the Empire and Bridget will support each other and walk into the future side by side.
And I have certainty that you will be there, witnessing it.
Yo, that was a great support. That was a really good one. I loved that. Robbie Damon is such a great voice actor. He's really good. This music does not fit this conversation? I thought it was fine. It was just like the normal music that was playing, right? Like the normal, like, hey, we're hanging out music? I think that's actually really fitting. It was just like normal, casual music because Petra was being so straightforward and clear about it, and Hubert was actually like laughing and whatnot because he found it impressive and amusing. I liked that a lot. That was a really good support. All right, do I want to do one of these paralogs, actually? Try and get the Varley Archers, maybe? I don't know. I don't think I want to mess with the Opera Company one again, at least not yet. So let's redo this one. We'll probably redo 2, if not 3, old missions. Do 2 or 3 auxiliary missions. And then as a result, we will get ahead pretty well. There are archers on this map, aren't there? Yeah, because they expect Monica to be a mage, but I don't have Monica as a mage. She's a sword user. So let's actually take Monica. Oh, you can't take them out. I thought that when you redid paralogs, you could choose whoever you wanted. But I guess you still... Oh, you can change rogue, but you have to have Monica and Bernadetta. Weird. Well, let's change rogue for a mage, then. Dorothea has a double for some reason. I don't know why she has more of a... Oh, so does Happy. Okay. Let's go... Happy needs more experience. Let's go with Happy.
Who, me?
Yes, you. And let me look at your convoy thing real quick. You still have Swarm. Do you have anything new? Man, I like Happy as a unit, but I really wish she had, like, one more good durability art. Banshee is pretty good. We just recently got it, but I don't really like Swarm or Miasma. I need something better. Alright. Happy, Monica, and Bernadetta should be able to rock this. And then honestly, I might not do any Adjutanting. We might just not Adjutant. 1,500 kills, 40% damage, 12 minutes. Don't worry about kills, just focus on completion time and nothing else.
Is this truly the place? Because it looks...
Alright, you two just follow Duke Gertz. Just guard on him. Actually, no, you shouldn't need to guard on him. I should just be able... Just send you to the first outposts that you're good against. Yeah, you guys just run on ahead, and Monica will tear through these brigands.
I think that's the idea. So first, we'll need
How much is Astra? 16, okay. I
I
gotta get the timing down as Monica. Dead.
Come now, Bernadetta. They're no match for you.
Astra!
You really think so? Well,
alright, Astra, very cool. Good damage.
give it a shot.
Farewell. That didn't do as much as I thought. Bye. Easy. Happy got up there so fast. That's crazy.
Please let us take this place down. I need some more.
Die. I love the lightning on the Levin sword, dude. It's so good. That was a cool dodge by you that amounted to nothing. Dude, Swordmaster is such a fun class. I'm so glad that I made Monaco Swordmaster, because if I hadn't, we wouldn't have used this class, like, at all. Because I was, I wouldn't have taken, my boy off of Flugel. It's as good as over, though. Ow. Coming through. Behold, Astra once more. I think I've already got Fire Sweep at level 3, don't I? I don't know. It's either at level 2 or level 3, I think. But I'm going to focus on using Astra for this level to start leveling it up. I imagine we'll keep Astra even after becoming a Mortal Savant. Astra and then probably some kind of magic durability skill, since Mortal Savant uses magic too, I believe. Dead. Easy. Hello there, Stronghold Captain. Sure would be a shame if you died. You should still love her as the magic classes? Yeah, I have been. I think she's working on Priest right now in the training thing. I went straight for mage classes on her after she needed different stuff to train as. Die. Yo, imagine we get, like, Meteor or something.
Since when are you in the business of searching for lost
Meteor plus Astra? That sounds amazing.
I do so under direct orders from Her Majesty. We needed the bargaining chip to ply the Archbishop when we negotiated the reformation of the Southern Church.
Please die. Oh, did you guys already finish your fights, by the way?
It's Bernie's time to shine.
Get over there, Bernadetta.
The